Good morning. It's Cards in the Car with Lisa Marie, and today we are working with the Daisy Lane stamp set, which is a brand new one from the new catalog. I feel like I'm really close to you guys, sorry. So I do Cards in the Car once a week, usually on Tuesday, but the last 2 weeks it's had to be Wednesday. Last week was a scheduling snafu, and then yesterday I wanted to do it, but during our therapy time when I do Cards in the Car, it was storming, and so my Wi-Fi was, my internet connection was really bad, and so I was like, well, I'm just gonna wait because I didn't want to have it going in and out and have to redo it anyway, and you guys to be all frustrated because it wasn't a stable video. So Cards in the Car today on Wednesday. Let me get rid of this message that just popped up. Sorry about that. So I do Cards in the Car because we have a 17-year-old, Alyssa, and she has a brain injury and a bunch of other special needs and stuff. She's very high functioning, but she requires a lot of therapy. So I spend about 6 hours a week with therapy with her on different days, and so I decided that I wanted to be able to do something, and I was not being able to do videos at home because I was in the car all the time. So Cards in the Car was born back in January of this year, and so I've been doing it. After the video I will post it over on YouTube too. Let's see, where's it at? There. If you don't see the little red live button, then that means that you're watching the replay, which is totally cool. In the comments, if you put hashtag replay, then I'll see it, and I'll know that you got to watch it. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you don't have a demonstrator, we'd love for you to shop with us. I will post all the links and everything when I'm done at the top of the video, and I think that's about it. We announced today that we did earn Maui, so we will be going to Maui next year. So thank you to all of you that have supported us. We really appreciate every one of you. We're very blessed. Let's see. If you haven't gotten your new catalog yet, please reach out to me, send me a message and let me know, and I'll make sure you get one. Most people have gotten them in class, or some have gotten them in the mail, but just let me know if you need one and I will get it to you. I'm going to flip you down because we're going to make this really cute card. I'm going to show it to you before I flip it. Look at, there it is. Hopefully we don't have too big of a glare. Isn't that just sweet? There it is. I love the daisy, this new Daisy Punch. It's a medium daisy because, the old one, I meant to bring it, is bigger. So he's more like, big daisy. This is the little guy. He's called medium, so maybe there'll be a small someday. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to use Fleur de Flamingo and Soft Sea Foam, which I happen to like a lot together. I think it's really cute. We even colored the little, what are they called? Faceted gems. They're clear. And I colored it with my Stampin' Blends. I'll show you that. And then, of course, we're doing the Year of No Naked Innards. So inside my card, we have some stamping too, where you would write your message. So I'm going to flip you down. If you get motion sickness, you might want to hang on, close your eyes a second. Hey Donna, I'm turning you down now. Let's see. All right, hopefully that's a decent shot. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull out our stamps. This is a really cute set, by the way. It's got, the new medium daisy. It has the original big daisy that we had, the beautiful stem, and then the smaller daisy we're using today. The little leaves, which I also used. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but they're right here in the background. I guess I could do them back here in the background too, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. And then Smile, Friend, and the best moments in my life happen with you, and it's your time to shine, which I love that one too. So we're gonna pull out these stamps. That one, and I think we're gonna do Smile this time, just because we can. All right, let's see how many stamps I can lose today, right? Let's grab some blocks. Actually, I think we're gonna use that guy for that one. You on there, oops. And you are just gonna have to hold on a second. All right, some paper. So I've got, my paper is already cut so that you guys didn't have to, well, cutting paper with my steering wheel in the way would probably be kind of difficult. So I'm glad that I get to cut it ahead of time. So this is this Fleur de Flamingo. That's your 8.5 by 5.5 folded in half. And these are inches, all my measurements. Ooh, I think I set my water on it. Let me grab another one. I know what I did. I know exactly where the water came from. So my Simply Chamois, look at, there's some more. My Simply Chamois, I forgot to get it wet before we left this morning. And so I was pouring my water from my water bottle on it. And because my chamois was so dry, it had gotten kind of hard. I'm gonna show you. Try not to get any more water. So I keep it inside a little half wood case. Wood mount case, and I cut mine in half because it's just easier to tote around. But see how it's soft right here, it's real pliable, but here it's hard, and that's where it's dry. So I had the genius idea to just pour my water, and well, because it was so hard and it needed to soak for a second, it like puddled and all ran, and it went all over everything. So anyway, don't do that. So there we go. So we got that guy. We're going to set him aside. And then we're going to use soft seafoam. He's going to be there. And these should all be the same. Yep. And then here's our white. I'll grab my Flirty Flamingo ink. There's a little dust or something there. And we're going to stamp this little guy. And so you'll see I do have a foam mat underneath of me. It's not necessary with our red rubber stamps. These are called our clear. But because I'm working on this tray in the car, it just helps me out a little bit. You know, I don't like how those turned out. We're going to do that again. There we go. You can always flip it over. You got 2 tries before you have to get another piece of paper, right? So I'm just stamping these around. And I like to have odd numbers. I think I have even though. I think I have 8. So we're gonna sneak one more right there. Just makes my brain happy. So there we go. There's that. Let's close this guy up for a minute. And then what I did is I took. Oh, I hope I brought it. There he is. I took my dark soft seafoam blend, and I just filled in these centers. And I know that daisies aren't green in the center, but I wanted it to go with my paper, so that's what I did. So I'm just gonna fill those in, and because I'm layering this, it won't matter that it's going through. I'll show you, I'll flip it over and show you the back of it in just a second. Oops, let's get a little more in there. There we go. See how it bleeds through? Because that was my mistake side, but because the blends do that. That's just high saturation, and there's nothing wrong with it. It means that your blends are nice and juicy. So there's that. I can go ahead and attach that. Oh, I cut that wrong. Oh no. Oh wait, just that one. Phew. That was gonna be really bad. No, but I think I got that one wrong. Oh, what a morning, right? That's okay, that one will work. Okay. What a way to start my day. Let me make sure all my other pieces are gonna fit, because oh good. Phew. I thought I had totally messed that up. That was not gonna be, it was gonna make me sad. I'm just going to attach this with my snail or your fast fuse or whatever you've got. There we go. Put that on there. And then this is going to go right onto our card base. I happen to have both adhesives in my bucket, and I like the fast fuse for sticking my card base on. There we go. Or sticking it to my card base. All right, so there's that one. We're going to set him aside for a second. And then I have another. I thought it would be fun. Let me get a small one. I think I did it. How did I cut them the same size? Do you ever do that? Have you ever just cut your paper wrong? Oh, that's frustrating. So I'm going to stamp a couple of these little guys to put on the inside too. Because, you know, no naked innards. There we go. There's those. And we're going to put some adhesive on the back of that. And layer it onto the soft seafoam again. And so on my sample, I just did just white onto the pink, you know, onto the Flirty Flamingo. But I thought it would be nice to go ahead and carry this theme over with the layering and just step it up a little bit. I just think it gives it a nice little touch to have it all coordinated like that. So I'm gonna pop that right on there. And you guys know that I can't see your comments very well right now, so I will talk to you guys when I get done. Oh, thanks, Valerie. See, I saw that one. That one popped up. Valerie said something about liking the colors. That's all I could see. The one downside to being in my car is that I can't see what you guys are saying until after the fact, until after I get done. So let's go ahead and do the smile. Stick him right on there. We're going to stamp him on this white piece. And this pretty Flirty Flamingo. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty. And then I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that little, this little leaf too, because I think it's cute. Set you over here. So I love these cling stamps because they stick so incredibly well. So I'm sticking them now to my little bucket that I carry everything in hopes that I won't lose anything. That's the plan anyway. So I'm just going to ink this up, and I'm just going to add some of these just coming off of here If it goes over my smile, it won't hurt anything, see? Just adding it in there, some more of that green. So there we go, smile. Then like I said, it has the friend in there too you could do. So move him out of the way. Grab my adhesive and stick this onto our Flirty Flamingo. Like so. And then this one's gonna go on here. Such an easy, quick, simple card that you can do, and it's beautiful. You know, and when you guys watch these, you're sitting there going, well, I don't own that stamp set. You don't have to have the stamp set. Change it up. Do this exact same layout, but use different stamps. Or, you know, you could layer it with designer series paper. There's so many ways that you can do it, and it's totally fine. There's no rule that says you have to use exactly what I'm using. So that's how far we've got. I'm going to set this aside for a second and grab some scrap, and I'm going to stamp some more Daisy, but I'm going to do it on my scrap white with Flirty Flamingo. And so it's going to coordinate, it coordinates with this Daisy punch here. And so see how the petals, oh look, I got glue all over this. My petals are pointing straight up and straight down right here. So I want the same thing when I'm stamping. I want to go straight up and straight down, because then when I flip this over to go to punch it, you'll see why. So I'm going to stamp a couple of these. See, how's it look like now? I don't think I like it light. So we're going to go one more. There we go. Because what happens is now, because I have them pointing the same way that my punch is, when I go to line it up, it's going to line up, and I'm not going to have to trim my paper or like twist my hand into all kinds of different contortions, you know, trying to get it to line up. And so I always punch upside down, because then you can see what you're doing. And then if you gently squeeze, I'm barely squeezing it, but it's holding it in place so I can make sure it's where I want it, and then give it a good push. So go ahead and punch this last one out, and I'm going to close that ink pad that I keep just about sticking my arm in. So there's no parents staring at me today, at this yet anyway. Sometimes when I sit here in the parking lot, you know, I'm talking to myself from the outside world, you know, when they're looking in, they're like, what is she doing over there? So let me close this guy up before I have a tragedy. Get that out of there. And I'm going to take my bone folder and very gently curl these guys up, so that I'm going to give them some dimension. And I like to do up, down, down. So those are up. Then this one will layer on top of that. I almost pulled that petal off. And so now I'm doing these, curling them down. And then I'm going to do one more up. I'm going to kind of come up and give it a, like right about the middle, almost like putting a small crease in it and then pulling the petal. And it kind of just gives it a little bit more texture. There we go. And I know it looks all crazy right now, but it'll be fine in just a second. Let me grab my dimensionals. All right, dimensionals. I'm just going to stick one here, and then I'm going to go down. This guy is going to go here. See how cute that is? Can you see that? I think you can. There we go. And then I'm going to put one more. And you could, it totally would be cute just like that, but I like to do 3. And then we're just gonna offset him a little bit and cover up that dimensional. And we're gonna stick one on the back and grab my card and stick him there. And then I'm going to put, these are the clear faceted gems, like that. And you can very gently, because they're bumpy, so real gentle, and it's very subtle, and you probably can't even see it on camera, but I promise you in person, it does change the way that that gem looks. See, this one's more green and those are more clear. And then I don't think, yep, I didn't do these guys. So let me go ahead and do these while I'm here too. All right, close that up. I think I have a wink too, because you know, you can't have too much wink. Oh, my wink hasn't been opened in a while. This might be the dry one. I think I got another one in here. Let's see if he's better. And then I'm just going to wink the centers, which will also move some of that ink around possibly, and that's okay. I'm good with that. There we go. So ta-da! There's that one. This one I did a few more flowers on. That's the only difference. And then on the inside, you have that. Super cute. And these will, you know, they'll get all pushed around, especially if you stick it in an envelope. But anyway, so that is the Daisy Lane stamp set. Hey, Rebecca, I thought you were at work. What are you doing watching me? Let me scroll through here. Hey, Lois. Thanks, Valerie. Super simple, super quick, and you can make a pretty little card, and you can make a couple of these, you know, when you're cutting them out. It's, you know, just cut them the way you want them. I was thinking it would be really cute too to use the triple banner punch and do the little banner tail on the ends too. I think that would be cute. So anyway, if you guys need anything, you let me know, and I'll be back next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure which one. Just depends on the scheduling and the weather, because, you know, when it's raining, it makes it a little bit harder. I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye-bye.